And welcome to Live Fire Media Show, episode number 27. A show of a couple guys hanging out, talking trash, guns, gear, movies, and more. Hunter couldn't join us this evening, so I swapped out a Marine for a Marine. Tony Simon, that's right, the Tony Simon. He's here hanging out again with us. I'm Quaka47, aka Dave from High Point. This is our show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, what's going on? Thanks for giving me a call.
Yeah, dude, it was funny enough, literally, as I was texting you this evening, just goofing off, and I realized Hunter hadn't replied to me about hopping on tonight because I texted him like, oh, this afternoon. So I bumped him again while I was texting with you about food porn. And I was like, dude, are you good for this evening? He texted me a picture. He's still cutting a tree down. He's like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was like, okay, no sweat. I was like, shit, well, we probably need to record because I don't have any more backlogs. We're all caught up. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm texting Tony. Fuck it. Dude, do you want to hop on with me again?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure. And Hunter's faking it. He ain't got no tree to cut down. He had his colonoscopy and he fell in love, and him and his doctor are in Mexico.
Oh my god. I had
And it's not, go ahead.
no, I'd say last week Zeke was on with us. And I actually had my colonoscopy last week as well. And Nick from We Like Shooting, he's been listening to us regularly. So he texted me like, I don't know what day it was after the episode went live, Monday or Tuesday. And he was like, dude, you went live after colonoscopy? Yeah, what else am I supposed to do, man? Shit was done. Might as well.
Nick was still in his shower crying, clean his booty with a bottle brush.
He probably was. He probably was.
Not because he was upset, just because the doctor told him that it wasn't a relationship. That's all it was. I still traumatize Nick, man. He'll tell you about eating me eating chicken wings and SHOT Show beside it. It was great.
Is that where you talked about you ate like the whole damn wing, like the bone and
all?
all?
I ate the whole wing, bone and all, dude.
That's I couldn't remember if that was you telling that to him or not.
Oh God, it's the greatest. It's like, how far will you go for a joke? I'll inconvenience the crap out of myself just so I can see the look on his face.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude. You know how hard it is biting through freaking Flat's chicken just to see a dude get flabbergasted? And then I told him that's the way I always eat them.
He's like, holy fuck.
It was great.
I've been like, dude, you're full of shit. I was there for that.
Like, I picked up a second one and ate it. I ate two of the bitches.
Oh my
for
God.
Zero reason.
Other than just nobody. Like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Didn't do it for content. Didn't do any of that crap. Nope. Just fucking with my friends.
Yep. Fuck. Let's see.
Yeah, so I was telling you when we came on, this new thing they're doing with AI is putting classic songs, classic tunes in the AI and making them into different genres of music. So the first one I heard was, the 1950s version of Mini Man by 50 Cent. And it slapped hard. I'm like, this is crazy. So I went on and there's various dudes on YouTube. And one of them, I was just playing Eminem. What the hell did I say? Eminem's one of Eminem's songs. Oh yeah, Rock Bottom.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm like, dude, I need to start listening to blues again. I haven't see this. The good thing about what was it, satellite radio, was you can just pick any genre of music because you're paying them a subscription, and that allowed me, to check out music. Because coming from the time frame we came from, if you wanted to hear music, you'd have to buy that album or you'd have to turn to that radio station, and it just, hey, I'm going to try to listen to country music. I'll turn to a country station, and it's like, oh my God. But when it's satellite, I think I had XM. I had XM, Sirius Satellite Radio. Who knows?
I still have it.
Yeah, they combined, so it makes no difference. But I was listening to it, and I was able to check out new country music that was out, like hardcore country or whatever they called it. I was able to listen to radio shows like Dragnet, and I really enjoyed them. Sherlock Holmes, all those radio shows.
Really? Had that on like XM stuff, really?
Yep. And then I got to listen to blues,
Right.
and it was like cool. But now that we have streaming and we have different things, I listen to podcasts mostly. I listen to your stuff. I don't listen to We Like Shooting, none of that garbage. No, it is
That's like
it
the
is
one I
weird.
usually listen to is them.
I need to get back into them because I started listening to Unsubscribe, and it just
Hmm.
reminds me of my friends. And I'm like, why am I listening to dudes I barely know? Like I've met
Right.
Brandon, but I don't know him. We've been in the same room in the green room at Goals,
Right.
but everybody was around him, and I'm like, they act like this dude's a rock star. He has like 500,000 followers, and people are tripping balls over it.
Like, okay.
I'm like, yeah. And then somebody did this, and I'll go ahead and say it. Hey, why don't you look at his Instagram numbers or click on people that follow him and see if anybody has more than like one or two pictures up
Yeah.
and no content and
Yeah.
no comments. And I'm like, yo, as much as somebody told me like 76% of his followers are just a name and a photo.
Not,
I
not
was like,
surprised.
holy crap. Yeah,
But
these
nothing
guys,
surprises me like that anymore. Nothing does.
yeah, it's just the silliness of the firearms industry and how people make money and you go, oh, I'm gonna have him on, or I'm gonna give him a product because he has this many followers. And I'm like, does he though?
Right. Are they real people? Are they real
So
things?
yeah. So when you subtract 80% of that number, you got like 20,000 people. Well, hell, I have almost 9,000.
Right. They're
I'm
legit
like,
actual people. Yeah.
yeah, like legit people. And I've never bought it because I didn't understand it. The purpose of the Second is for Everyone and Diversity Shoot is to introduce people to firearms and Second Amendment advocacy. I don't need to buy your thing. And if you're a
Right.
gun company and you want someone to shoot your effing gun, send it to me. I have real people shoot guns twice a month from various backgrounds, and they live between New York City and Philadelphia. It's called money if you don't understand it. And it's like I have people come to me who, I mean, hell, the last young lady, she was looking at buying her first handgun, and she said she has around a $250 budget. All right, then we got to talk about some stuff. We got to talk about police trade-ins. We got to talk
Right.
about stuff like the DY9 from Area Arms. A bunch of Glock clones out there, but once, and also I mean, you give her names of stuff, but understand she lives in Jersey, so you're gonna pay the Jersey tax. So your two hundred
Yep.
and fifty dollar gun is gonna cost you probably another $200 all said and done. So in essence, yeah, the gun costs 250, but you probably got another $100 to $150 in fees.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Oh, no one's trying to ban anyone's guns. Yeah, you don't have to ban their guns if you just make
Hmm.
it too expensive for them to operate.
Yep. Make it next to a possible gateway money wise to get out of it.
Hmm.
You had me
Oh, so
thinking when you were talking
go
about
ahead, man.
well, when you're talking about the AI
Mhm,
music remixes. I caught one, I don't know, it was today or yesterday, but
mhm,
it was Disturbed's Down with the Sickness, which
mhm.
I've always loved that song. And I remember I guess that song is early 2000s. So right after the song came out, there's the guy Richard Cheese. He did
Yep.
like okay, yeah, did the lounge version of a bunch of songs. Rape Me from Nirvana, Down with the Sickness. Fucking love those lounge versions of it. But this was an AI doing Down with the Sickness, but in a blues soul style. And I was just like,
Yep.
no. And I listened to it and I was like, holy shit, this actually kind of works. How in the hell does this work? I'm like, this is wicked and cool and funny is all at the same time. You're just like, damn. I can't say I'm against AI because you can't get around it. It's there, but
Yeah.
hitting different cool stuff like that, like that's just it is just cool. It's cool as hell to hear some songs of like a hardcore song like that, done in some completely absurd different style. Like this is never gonna work,
Mm,
but it kind of does. You're like,
but
damn,
it's like people, "Oh, I hate AI," and I'm like, "I totally get it," but that's like people in the early 1900s going, "I hate these cars because now my buggy whip business is going out, going out." It's like,
right,
yeah, bro, yeah. So you have to transition from selling buggy whips to selling S&M gear. Same equipment, just different purpose, bro. All right, cool.
What an angle to look at it. That's where the bondage goes from.
Hey, listen, there was this one guy. He was like, what the hell am I going to do with all these buggy whips and riding crops and leather products?
Oh my God.
I got an idea. I know these hot chicks, right?
They totally be down into this. Trust me.
Now you got to stick with me because it's a little painful, but
the payoff, though, yeah.
The payoff. Hey, listen. Put on the shoes, put on the stockings, grab the corset, leave everything else off, grab this buggy whip. We're gonna make some money.
Oh my God. And
We don't have.
I know there's somebody down deep later going, all right, so we did like S&M crap like that really start. I'm gonna die if it's around turn of the century shit like that. That's gonna be hilarious.
How did S&M really start? Well, it was this guy that was selling buggy whips at the invention of cars.
You'll know when I find it when I text your ass going, oh my God.
We were joking, but you were right.
God, I can totally see it. I can totally see it being some absurd shit like that. Well, my business got to evolve some damn how, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. See, and it's going to work. See,
see, let me tell you something, kid.
Oh fuck.
And that is the crazy ending to Zeke Stout's book. So that's what he discovers. If you didn't listen to last week's show, now you know, and I saved you your time. You can buy the book anyway and get Zeke to sign it. That's great. But it's all about how buggy whips became S&M gear at the turn of the century. You're welcome, Zeke.
Bastard, I was looking forward to reading it too.
Well, go ahead. The twist and turn. The hard part was the marketing.
Get people to believe this is what's going to be sold for. Yeah, people are going to want to do this. Trust me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about something at dinner last night, and I was talking about crazy stuff guys do, and the lady there was like, "Yeah, too bad guys do such crazy things." And I was like, "Guys have to do crazy things." I'm like, because when men do crazy things, we do wondrous things like discover shit,
Right.
like cows, like how cows give milk and we can drink it. I'm like, you don't think the first dude that did it in a lab coat with a clipboard, do you? That was a bet.
Right. But you'll suck
But
that cow's udder.
But that might have been the second bet. The first one was a bull, and he sucked that udder. How you think the cow came along? Cow.
Oh my God. And that bull followed him as his best friend the rest of his life.
That bull followed them all around, and the cow followed the bull, and they was like, well, I did one, I might as well do the other. Holy crap, this milk stuff is good. Boom, there you go. And you go, wow, that is crazy. No, the crazy part is how he convinced other people to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That guy was a salesman. He was a freak, but he was a salesman.
Never underestimate human ingenuity and the shit they're willing to try.
Yes, and thank you for coming to History with Tony. Welcome to my TED Talk. This might be a series that I come up with for retirement because I really like teaching children.
Oh, dear God. Please don't.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking of this as I'm rolling along. All I need is a jacket and a freaking tie. Hey, remember those knit ties or whatever that the substitute would wear back in the day? I'll get that and I'll do this. I got the lighting just right, unlike freaking Hunter that calls you from the spaceship's broom closet. Bro, that was so funny when Zeke was like, what is that behind you?
What the hell's behind you, man?
I was like, he's got a point. It does look like he's in the freaking maintenance closet on the spaceship in the big sink room. About to mop the floor.
I do. I give him shit for that constant. I'm like, you are a video guy and a videographer. It's like, come on, I'm running my old Canon camera here set up, and so I'm getting a good damn picture. I'm like, It's like, dude, fuck you.
I'm telling you, I don't need good modern things if it ain't paying. I don't do modern for free. What am I? Some kind of freaking heathen? Ah. So yeah, I went to Friends of NRA in North Jersey, Friends of NRA
Yeah.
last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And they had the new head of the NRA there. So I was introduced to him in the contact hour, cocktail hour, before it
Okay.
started. So friend of mine picked me up after work. I bounced out of work early. I hadn't really had anything for lunch. So I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be starving when I get up there. Hopefully they got, the Whores Divorce or something out. Oh yeah. Had a whole room set up in this really nice place, Cedar Grove, New Jersey, called the Grove. High end, at least for me.
Right.
Really, really nice. 550 people at the friggin' Friends of the NRA dinner.
Dang.
I think it might have been. I know it was the biggest in the Northeast, but it might have been the biggest in the country with 550 people.
So that's a lot. That's a big dinner.
That's a lot of people. So I actually got one-on-one with him for about 5-10 minutes, having a
Nice.
conversation with him. Anthony Calandro, who is the owner of Gun for Hire, where I started diversity shoots, who encouraged me to continue doing diversity shoots after the first one and enabled it.
Right.
So Anthony introduced me, and I got to have a conversation with him, and I'm gonna be me no matter what.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, listen, the NRA, I bring people in. I gave him my elevator speech about 2A, 4E, and diversity shoots, and how we introduce people from every background to firearms and Second Amendment advocacy. And I said, I tell them they need to join Second Amendment organizations. But if they don't want to join the NRA because of the bad press, I was like, look, the NRA has to earn your trust back, but
Right.
join your local Second Amendment organization. And he was like, no, no, tell them to join the NRA. And I'm looking at him like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not pushing this. I
Yeah.
said the NRA is changing. I was like, the NRA is doing a great job because, and it's because of members, by the way. It's not because the NRA is
Right. Right.
awesome.
The members are truly making a difference. Members are
the
making a change.
members of the members are voting in what they call the Reform Party.
Yep.
And since
Yep.
they have yearly elections and the people you elect stay for 3 years, they pretty much replaced over half the freaking old board that was
Yeah.
going through our money like a sieve.
Yeah.
And so one of my friends, Teresa Einacker, is a new board member. And Amanda Suffolcool is a friend of mine. She's a board member. She was the one that got the NRA to actually allow them to do podcasts at NRA, NRAM. They'd never done that. Only NRA, NRA TV were able to do live
Right.
stuff
Right.
like with their blessing, like from a booth. So they're making changes. Oh, and by the way, Teresa Einacker is on the accounting audit board. They meet every month. They
Dang.
audit the NRA every. That's up your ass.
Dang. That's huge. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they are
That's stuff.
not
Yeah. That's stuff
allowing.
you don't hear. You know.
No, no, they are not allowing trips and suits and all. Man, they are so far up their ass right now. Oh yeah, they're nothing. They're not getting away with anything without having to explain it. So I mean,
Good.
most people don't have these conversations with NRA board members. That's what's
Right.
happening.
No, that's awesome.
Um, and it's turning around. So make your own decisions as an adult. I'm telling you right now, the NRA is coming back.
Yep.
Um, I mean, they lost significant. They were 5 million members, and they're like half of that. And the crazy people, oh, NRA is dying. The NRA is bigger than every Second Amendment organization combined
By
at
miles.
half strength. At half
Right.
strength.
Right.
So the silly Fs out there that going, the NRA should go away. One, you probably don't know everything the NRA does.
Yeah.
And
No, that would be
I
it'd be on
can't
camera.
get mad at you. I can't get mad at you because why would you know it?
Right.
But but the NRA is the 500-pound gorilla. The NRA is the one they keep naming. You notice none of the anti-gunners named GOA. None
Right.
of the anti-gunners known FPC. They don't
Yep.
because they don't know them. They're
Yep.
small. The NRA is the beast that they're scared of. And now it's our chance to turn it into the beast they say it is, that we know it
Right.
ain't.
Right.
We can do that. Now, the way I believe it's done is we only elect people to the board that are already Second Amendment advocates,
Hmm.
that already have done work, not just belong to a group, but that were members of the board of
Right.
local grassroots groups or have fought the fight. Like Adam Kraut.
Yep.
He should have been on the board. He
You should be
shouldn't
on
have
the
had to
board
struggle for
forever ago.
76 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those guys that have put in work, and not me. I no, not me ever. Don't put my name on that because they got to meet 3 times a year for a week, like as an NRA board member, plus all the other stuff they do. So that's the
Right.
reason. If everybody's wondering why is it old rich dudes or old rich people, because they have to have the ability to fly around the country. Excuse me, take the time off.
Yeah.
Because I guess the NRA
It's a
flew them
commitment.
around. Yeah. So most guys can't do that. So that's why we have to find people that will. I
Well,
feel the NRA is coming up. Go ahead.
well, no, that's a big thing. I still like to harp on anytime something brings up the NRA because I've not been a member for a very long time because I was kind of half done with it, but still
Mhm.
understanding the strength and the power, and we still need it. It still needs to be there, and especially now showing that it is being changed by the reformers. What kills me is people that I know are life members and they're still acting like it's done. Like, no, you are being a complete ignorant fuck by not casting a vote as a life member because you're not giving any more money to them. You have the ability
Well,
to help make change, and you're being a curmudgeon yourself. Like that
yeah,
annoys the absolute piss out of me. I mean,
you can do it for free. Like you've
yeah,
already paid. No, I don't
oh,
want to do it. I don't want to look into who they are, but I
I
want them to make a
fucking hate
change.
that.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it
So, I
doesn't.
mean, look, I don't like attacking people, but I really don't give a shit if I do. You know what I mean? It's not like I
Right,
say stuff to be controversial, but I don't give a shit. The second is for everyone in diversity shoot has grown through the work of me, my guys, and people that believed in us. And I've stayed true. I've never freaking, and it's not like it takes a bunch of bravery. It just takes the ability to not give a shit.
right,
I'm 100% willing to sell out, but understand most people that sell out are broke motherfuckers. I've been broke. I am broke. But
right,
what I also am, I'm a locksmith in real life that has the ability, if I
right.
want to turn to evil shit, that some of the biggest banks in the country were my customer base. So I put the locks on it. I know how to get into the safes. I know. So in my mind, what is it? Hard Rain was the movie where Morgan Freeman
Yeah,
and
Christian Slater.
yeah, Christian Slater
Yeah,
were truck drivers for banks,
yeah, something
and
like that.
they said you got. And I saw it, and it clicked with me. Uh, you have to have a number. You have to have a number in your head that that much money is worth you stealing it and being on the run for the rest of your life. And I played that mental game with myself as a locksmith. You can't do work for somebody and open shit up and have gold and $100 bills wrapped in knots and drug dealers joint fall in your lap and go, you can't make me take this money. You're Englehart, and I'm working in the safe room, and they have nothing but platinum and gold bars because they use it to make the stuff they have. And you go, not enough. And it's like, why? Because I have a number that I'll inconvenience myself for, and it ain't the crap. Hey, if you give a good review, we'll pay you $7,000. Get the fuck away
Right, right,
from me. We'll give you a gun. Give me a.
right,
How's this? You know how much money I spend to go to SHOT Great American Outdoor Show in NRA? I can buy
right,
any gun I want, you
right,
assholes.
right.
So at this
Jesus.
NRA meeting, at this NRA dinner, I actually won the door prize of $500 from Aberdeen's Guns and Ammo. Aberdeen Gun and Ammo is actually a gun store in Aberdeen, New Jersey, that supports the work we do. And I think almost all of their employees are volunteers at diversity shoots.
Oh
So
shit.
Wednesday night, I won the $500. Everybody's like, "Yeah, we took a picture." Thursday, I said, "Bring $500 worth of ammo to diversity shoot. Call it."
Right.
and, and my friend that bought me, he's also one of my volunteers. He was like, "Dude, why didn't you just like buy a gun?" I'm like, "You know what I'm doing with the gun if I get it, right?" He
Right.
said, "Take it to diversity shoot." I'm like, "So
Like,
what difference does it make?"
yeah, yeah. Yeah, bring the ammo. Like you said, it'll be well used at that point too. I mean, holy
Yep.
shit,
So it it was the fastest turnaround ever. Hey,
that's
you won
hilarious.
$500. What are you gonna do with it? Bring ammo.
Bring ammo so we shoot the shit out of this thing.
Yep. Bring ammo. That's all I care. My thing is we grow regardless of who wins the presidency, because New Jersey has a new governor's race here. One's a
Mhm.
piece of shit Democrat who's a veteran female who's was a helicopter pilot, went to the Naval Academy. It means absolutely
Okay.
nothing. Pieces
Yeah,
of shit were helicopter pilots. They went to the Naval Academy, and she's one of them
right.
because she was so vile with her insider trading that she got caught as a congressperson and had to pay fines and fees. She made 7 mil in 1 year.
I've seen some
And what
stuff around here on X, probably from you, but I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Holy
she can't
shit.
recall the specifics behind
Of
what
course.
year. What
Yeah,
what
of
what
course.
which year? So that was her thing, and she also was, of course, pro gun control because as a naval aviator, she
Yeah.
knows about firearms, and I'm like,
No, you
you
don't. You
might
don't know a
you
damn thing.
you might want to talk to people who are too stupid to even ask what naval aviators know. As a United States Marine who was in aviation, yes, Marine aviators probably know a little bit about firearms because they still have to qualify, and every Marine starts off as a rifleman, and we take that credo a little more seriously. Doesn't mean they know anything else about firearms other than how to
No,
run the rifle they were issued. She was in the Navy. They're not even close, bro. She might have had familiarization training with a sidearm, maybe,
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
maybe. And she was a freaking helo pilot. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You might have done anti-submarine warfare, but other than that, you hauled stuff.
Yeah, right.
You were you were a UPS driver with downdraft. That's all you were. UPS driver with a freaking spinning freaking propeller on top of a truck.
But when you say that to people who don't know anybody, you're a naval aviator. They're gonna go, "Oh,
Oh, Top Gun. I'm like
exactly,
Top Gun. Yeah, no,
exactly."
no.
Well, who's your
Hauling
other
ass.
candidate? Who's the other candidate?
Uh, a friggin' damn near rhino named Chitterelli, who really isn't that strong Second Amendment. But see, the sad part is people are stupid when it comes to politics, and when someone's red
Very much
elected, they act as if the guy's like the hardest Second Amendment advocate out there. I'm like, bro, you're one bad mass shooting away from your rhino that you freaking lived and bleed for to sign and
so.
reach across the aisle to sign anti-gun stuff.
Yep.
I'm like, you need to stand on these people's necks before there's a tragedy so they know there's a consequence. Also, this is something you have to do. Become a donor. You don't have to donate hundreds of dollars. That's stupid. Donate 20 bucks.
Right.
Understand you go from I'm a constituent that's making a phone call to I'm a donor that's going, what the hell are you doing? That's on a whole
Right.
nother level. Also, you have to
That's
vote.
a good point. I
They
never thought
can
about
see. Yeah, a friend of mine told me that, and I was like, "Holy crap!" He was like, "Dude,
that.
you're on another level. You're in another freaking room." And he was like, "You don't even
Right.
have to do it for a lot of money. These people sell out for thousands of dollars, and if you're a donor that donates $100 a year, or buy a plate at one of these dinners and show up and take a picture with it. Hey, I saw you 6 months ago." At the Rotary Club and da da da. All right, so especially if you're a local business person, it's smart of you to be in those rooms anyway and be seen. You be in the room and you own the pizzeria. Who gives a crap? You're still in
Right.
the room. You're a business person, but now you're a business owner. You're a donor. You've seen them, and now you're talking to them about firearms and the fact that hey, I can support somebody else, man.
Right.
And this guy is not a strong Second Amendment advocate whatsoever, but he's the one they elected. And really, the choice on the Republican ticket was between one that kind of sucked and one that kind of sucked.
Yeah, I feel you're gonna say that. Yeah. She
You're in
literally
Jersey.
falling back in the whole best of or lesser of two evils bullshit. That sucks.
Do you want a shit sandwich? Or do you want a sandwich with some shit on it?
Right. Right.
It's like, okay, great. I can pick around this if I have to. So that's the choices we have, and that's exactly where we're at. It's not an enviable position. enviable position, but that's what happens when most people don't want to vote.
Yeah.
The last gubernatorial race in New Jersey, 70% of the voters stayed home.
I
70%.
not surprised by that either. I heard what was it? Um I can't remember now if it was an Ohio thing or if it was just even a midterms thing. But again, calling out stats of the very few that actually show up to vote. It's like, what are you doing, people? Like, oh, you just forget. Why? Because the mainstream, channel 2 news isn't telling you to go out and go voting because they don't care about whatever's going on with the vote. Like, it's not that hard. It's really not. It's not that hard to know what's going on and when to go vote for something. I mean, the day's always the same for the most part.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's always the same. It's not that hard. Understand, most of us. I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing this. Yes, they've got you distracted
mhm.
continually,
It's intentional, yeah.
continually, intentionally. The reason your wife has to work, they've done that intentionally. They told you it was for female rights and empowerment.
Yeah.
No, you have competition with every woman out there now for the same jobs. You doubled the number of people in the job market, thereby raising prices, thereby doing this, thereby taking people out of home, thereby making it easier for them.
Nope. Jet, you froze up. Hopefully I didn't freeze up. Counter's still going. Oh, yeah, my counter. Oh, there we go. You're still there.
Yep, it dropped off and popped back. But it's them trying to shut the voice down, bro. I didn't
Right.
believe this. I didn't believe this stuff at first, but the older I get, the more I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, why
Yeah.
why is that? How come in 1970 it was this much and you could survive on one
Yeah.
paycheck and now you can't? Oh, the
Yep.
price of everything goes up. No, 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 no. For
No.
500 years, the price of everything didn't go up so much that both people
Right.
had to work. You know what I
Right.
mean? All of the
Yep.
20th century, you still had stay-at-home moms. The only time women worked when we needed more people in the workforce during the wars, the World War
Right.
One and World War Two.
Right.
And then after it was over, the woman went back home, and then we were able to survive. Matter of fact, we thrived.
Right.
We
We fucked.
thrived.
We've at this point we
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
You know,
So,
you got my mind spinning from all of this back into the AI. I've seen a
mhm.
couple different videos come up. Some of the information I already knew, whether it was truly factual or not, but that's where it's in my mind. I see this. I see an AI video that has some factual basis. It sends my mind going off into deep dives in where I do look up the actual information on it. And the one has been this AI video on the creation of the Fed. Have you seen this thing floating around?
is it the one with the
The
old
Federal
timey
Reserve.
stuff? Yeah, and they were talking
Yeah.
about how it was one day, oh, all these rich dudes in a lake in New York somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about how they're going to create this Federal Reserve, but it's not actually federal and all this shit. And it's not like there's a lot of truth. Excuse me. There's a lot of truth in
Hmm.
that video. There's some bits I think are probably skewed one way or the other, but there's
Yeah,
the
of
thing
course.
to anybody, if you're watching that stuff and it piques your interest, seriously, do a little quick deep dive on your phone instead of doom scrolling. Start looking that shit up and really see how real it is and see how much we did allow ourselves to get completely fucked over. And then to go a little more conspiracy-ish too, I'm
Hmm.
starting to kind of believe in the sense I think Titanic was a sinking of Titanic was a conspiracy. You've
Hmm.
got because
And
JP Morgan
why is
Chase
that,
and all
Dave?
the guys, the guys that were or for the Fed weren't on the ship, and the guys that were opposing the creation of the Fed were all on that ship. It's like, what? I I could totally believe that shit. Even then, like human beings, we can be really shitty creatures, flat out. You know, I could totally believe now that the Titanic was fucking sank to get rid of the opposition of creating the Federal Reserve. Absolutely.
It's some crazy stuff.
Right?
Or it just happened that way. I mean, because everything is a conspiracy, so sometimes shit just happens.
Right.
I mean, what do you do? Trick an iceberg into hitting the ship? Anyway, but understand this whole thing is as we get deep and serious. It started out with me telling you buggy whips. Okay.
The repositioning of buggy whip sales into S&M. Yeah.
Was due to the invention of cars. So
Uh,
so take my shit with a grain of salt.
Oh, I mean, I take my shit with a grain of salt as well. What the fuck do I know?
Yet understand this. Since
Uh,
2020 and COVID, I've rarely been wrong about things, and it's frightening, and it doesn't give me any comfort whatsoever.
no, nor should it. Nor should it.
I'm
Uh,
like, I haven't been wrong about any of that. What was most frightening is learning how many people would actually turn in Anne Frank at the drop of a hat with very little motivation, with
mhm,
very little encouragement, or even
mhm.
reward.
Yeah, absolutely insane and fucked up. Absolutely insane. So
So,
here's
mhm,
something new I heard the other day. Apparently Beretta bought 9% of Ruger because Ruger's publicly traded.
okay.
Like Beretta buys 9% of Ruger. Just that alone, I'm like, what the fuck? I know Beretta's a huge machine, like more than just Beretta because there's multiple brands behind them. But yeah,
Well,
Beretta buying 9.
Beretta's huge enough that it makes moves. And if those moves fail, they still can fall back. Understand, Beretta is still the largest and the oldest
Like
firearms
corporation.
company.
I think it's like it's
Oh,
not just fire. I think it's like corporation too, though. It's like firearm company and corporation, like oldest corporation in the world or something like that.
family run
Yeah,
corporation
yeah,
or family
still,
run.
yeah, yeah,
It's still family run 100%. So when they make moves like that, it could be a winner because they know what they're doing, or it could
right,
be something they can pull back from it without running themselves financially. It could be a gamble.
yeah,
They can afford it
yeah.
because they also have Van Uren and they own Van Uren and they're putting that stuff out. They own other brands,
Well, they own Benelli, uh,
Benelli,
Stoker's part of
Tika.
them. Yeah, Tika's part of them. Yep. Because somebody else sent me something on it too. Let's see. The parent company, Beretta Holding, also known as Beretta USA, Benelli, Franke, Seiko,
Mm.
Stoger, Tika, Uberti, the Burst Optics Company, and Swiss P Defense. Just to name a few.
So
So there you
they're out there, they're doing their thing. Who knows,
go.
man?
Yeah,
Ruger hits some stuff and misses some stuff.
yeah. Well, and
Like
apparently, rumor from the NHW because that's going on this week is the wholesaler show. Um, rumor this week apparently is Ruger's interested in Kimber and Mossberg too. So it's like
Ruger's interested in, Beretta's interested.
Ruger. That's it. I think
Wow.
that's what's weird. Beretta buys some of Ruger, but apparently Ruger is interested in acquiring Kimber and Mossberg. Is the rumor?
So
Interesting. I don't know.
here's what's interested in me. All those companies make a move and Colt's still fucking up by the numbers. Colt, Colt Canada and CZ are somehow involved in the confiscation of firearms, the non-voluntary buyback. Supposedly, those two companies
I saw that
are the
statement.
ones that are going to destroy the weapons. And I'm like, Colt is had to be born under the luckiest star for the group of
Right.
morons that have ran Colt since Sam Colt died. Actually, no, Sam Colt was a fucking moron too because he opened up Colt in Patterson, New Jersey. The
Jesus.
Colt, the Colt Patterson pistol is named the Patterson pistol because it was done here. Where's
Yeah.
Patterson? Oh, well, let me explain where Patterson is. And I mean the connection is funny. Patterson, New Jersey, is in North Jersey. West Patterson, New Jersey, changed its name because Patterson is such a ghetto ass place. Crime was high. Urban area always has been built up, even when
Even like that. Okay.
yeah, even when then. So West Patterson changed their name to Woodland Park. Woodland Park is where Gun for Hire Range is, where diversity shoots started. So does that take you on a? All right. So Colt started in Patterson, New Jersey, with the Patterson pistol, 5 shot, 31, 36 caliber. I forget which one. Sold okay, but they went under, and it was a bunch of shady stuff with the gunsmith that built it, and Colt not paying them, and that's how Colt started. And then the Walker Colt came along. He hooked up with Eli Whitney, and Eli Whitney got him to figure out how to produce this Walker Colt for the Walker Colt for the Texas Rangers. Became a part of infamy and was big, and then he did the whole whatever. but Colt was always failing and then like landing in freaking roses. They'd fall in bullshit and come up in roses every freaking time. Then they friggin' went bankrupt
Somehow
or were
that shit
going
fell through.
bankrupt. And then World War One comes along and they have the 1911 and they make a crap load of money with
Cha-ching.
that. And the BAR and all that stuff starts being made by Colt. Colt makes the Monitor and then they start going broke again because they got hit by the Great Depression. But they didn't fire anybody. They kept all the workers on because they made so much money from World War One that they were able to freaking not fire anybody throughout the Great Depression of
Which
what,
is
12
awesome.
years?
I
It's
mean, that's
crazy.
awesome. That's
They
awesome.
had dudes whose only job is to sweep a clean warehouse floor, and they didn't let them go because they had dad, granddad, everybody worked there for generations. Well, they
Right.
were about to go under again, and World War II happens, and boom, they freaking back in the money
We're
again.
back in the money. We're back in
Yeah,
the money.
they start to go under again, and Vietnam happens. They're back in the money. They just keep failing, doing dumb shit, and they still come along. Remember, they haven't invented anything that was a hit since 1911.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the AR. They built the AR. And they came up with various
They
versions.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Colt was a horrible company that keep failing, and nobody. And CZ bought them. And then when hey, we'll put the
Well,
people in Colt in charge of CZ.
yeah, what the fuck? What were you thinking with that? I mean,
So
yeah.
when I'm looking at, they said CZ and Colt are in on it. I'm like, yo, tell me this isn't the Colt executive saying that's a good idea. I'm just wondering, bro, was that the Colts executive that said, hey, there's a
Dude.
lot of money coming from Canada and nobody will be upset because it's Colt Canada?
Right,
No,
right.
no, it's Colt and it's CZ. No. So who knows how many of these influencers will even talk about it? I've only seen one. John Patton brought it up. I haven't seen others bring it up because these people are busy cashing checks and
Yeah.
they'd never impinge on their money by going, hey, we should hold gun companies responsible when they do anti-gun stuff.
I know. Well, well, I don't know. That's the whole thing with like the country spirits. While like I don't say give Springfield a pass, but it's like they're still angry at Springfield and Rock River. But it's like, but yet you're letting go of what everybody else fucked up before them. Ruger, Smith, like, come on, you can't act like they're all
So
shamed.
Smith, to me, Smith changed CEOs. They got rid of those clowns, so they went another direction. Ruger,
Right.
well, Bill Ruger died. That was the only way he could redeem himself. So,
Right.
all right, cool. So Ruger's back on track. Springfield, nothing happened. Nothing happened. The same dudes were, oh, that was my lawyer. We fired him. Okay, why didn't you come out and tell the version of the story you came up with was useless and stupid, and you did a really bad
Right.
job of it. Most people understand. Most people weren't involved. All right, so here's a quick rundown. Uh, Springfield Armory and Rock
Rock River.
River, not
Yeah.
to be confused with Rock Island, Rock River,
Right.
are Illinois-based companies, and they tried to do a deal with the government of Illinois to not fight a anti-gun bill if they got a cutout for the bill, so the bill wouldn't apply to them. But what it
That's
would have done was screwed over every FFL in the state of Illinois. Word leaked out that they were agreeing to this while we were at NRA,
Oh, is that
and
what it
all
was?
of us,
I
yeah,
I
it
barely
was
remember. I
while
remember
we
it
were
happening,
at.
but I can't remember when it
Oh,
was.
I remember because that was Thursday we were there, right? Because the NRA show opens on the Thursday, and
Yeah.
Springfield Armory's booth was packed on Thursday. Friday, crickets. Nobody was there when that news came out. They didn't show up. Dudes in Springfield didn't have nothing to say about it. Now, I'm friends with people that were and are Springfield Armory shooting team sponsored
Sure.
people. And they were like, we wanted to come out and tell what really happened. That, yeah, it was a new dude who got the job as their lawyer, and he wasn't a gun dude, he's not a Second Amendment dude.
Right.
And he thought he was making some kind of deal going, hey, we got you this sweet cutout,
Right.
And
Really
they
the
were
master
like, "Are you?"
this.
Yeah, it was supposedly this new lawyer that they were all working with, and he wanted to make this huge hit. Think Suits and Mike and those guys. He was like, "Hey, I figured out a way to get you this huge cutout." And Springfield and Rock River was like, "Oh, what have you done?" And then the news hit, and instead of coming out and saying that, and this is what I've been told by two different people that work for Springfield Armory in private conversation,
Right.
and they said, "Oh, we'll handle it." And then they proceeded to handle it almost as badly as SIG is handling the P320 incident.
Right.
It was just they were executives in charge that thought they knew and had their finger on the pulse of what the gun community wants, and they did not.
Right.
And instead of going, "Hey, this is what happened. We had an overzealous lawyer that thought he was doing good," they made some bullcrap video about how they're a great American family and a great American company. And it was just a self-flagellation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was we're so awesome and great, and how dare you even question our loyalty? And it's like,
Mm,
bro, all you had to do was tell us what went on. That's all
right.
you had to do was say what really
And
happened.
at that point too, it could all have been in a fucking press release, like listing of text. You don't have to make a fucking production out of it either.
Yeah, and truthfully, if you wanted to do it and touch base and go, "Yo, dude, we dropped the ball and effed up,"
Right.
and then just turn it into a Springfield Armory commercial. Hey, here's all the new stuff coming out, and here's the Second Amendment organizations we support.
Or
Even
you,
do
you,
that.
you get the voice to get at Springfield Armory. We fucked up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Every now and again, we have a little bit of the cult in us.
At the end of the day, we're humans too, and we fuck up, and we fucked
Yeah,
up. Sorry.
and we
Keep
fucked
buying
up.
our products.
But no, they tried to freaking gaslight us, and it turned out really badly. Like Sig's getting hit right now. It's like, bro, you had a pistol with an issue.
Yeah.
You turned that into shade on your entire company, to the
Yeah.
fact that you got the two biggest names on your shooting team just left.
So, well, suppose I've heard it's because their contracts were actually up, you know, so up for renewal, and they chose not to renew. But
Mm,
you know,
that's
you
weird. Why
can't
would you choose not to renew with Sig?
exactly. You can't tell me you would. It's not. Yeah, yeah. You can't tell me it's not because of 320 shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Max Michelle, who's been the captain of the SIG team for like 2 decades, left.
Fuck, since he got
Oh,
out of AMU.
my contract is up, so I left. Uh huh. Only if you're freaking stupid do you believe that. It's like, yeah, I'm getting off this
We all
ship.
know the reality. Exactly. Yeah. We know that they saw the rats running and they're like, yeah, we're out of here. Fuck this. Can't
Well,
blame them.
but it's like it starts to question when you make this many bad decisions and you back a play because the dude's the boss. This is the guy that ruined Kimber's reputation.
Oh, that's right.
Now
Yeah. I
runs
forget about that
SIG.
one too. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's crazy that I didn't think I'd be having this conversation with a guy that works for the gun company, and we're on a podcast talking about it, and I have the background and know the people I know, and now I'm in this circle, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is just business. As if you got friends that own pizza businesses, dry cleaners, whatever. I got friends that work in this industry.
Yeah. Right.
It's a small industry, and
It
it's an
is.
incestuous industry, and there are really very few secrets in this industry.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that everyone in the industry knows. Everybody that's in the firearm industry is not a Second Amendment advocate or even care about the Second Amendment.
Yep.
They don't support Second Amendment groups. Many of them are just marketing people, and they could be selling guns or sneakers. They don't care either way.
Yep.
It's just a job to sell things.
Yep.
There's no loyalty to you. There's no loyalty to the brand. They will go from brand to brand to brand, just like your football players would go from team to team to team. So they run something into the ground, they'll just move on. And that's what Cohen did with Kimber. And
Right.
it's taken almost 30 years for them to get their reputation back of not freaking sucking. And it's still not doing that great.
Unless
But
you ask Hunter.
understand, unless you what?
Unless you ask Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter's right, though. I mean, they did it, they earned it, and everything they did doesn't point to, hey, I'd really like to work with Kimber. They give me a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Right.
All right. So it sucks because you want to have these companies be pro 2A. You want these companies to be above board, not just send guns to the big titted gun bunny
Yeah.
with a lot of views, because you want somebody to be able to review your product and go, is this a good buy for my money, or should I go and buy a used gun that I know about? I want to buy the exciting shiny thing so I can be the dude at the range with the exciting shiny thing, because there's no new gun that I need to buy that's not something already out there that does the same shit.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, hell, I'm your friend and I'm still too cheap to buy a high point AR
That's
because
because
the
you're holding
money
out.
I,
That's because you're holding out for money print.
yes, I want the fucking money print when I don't understand. Hey, speaking of executives that's missing the ball, and listen, I throw shade on people I love too. On brand for High Point is $100 bill wrap. I saw y'all came out with the chocolate chip thing, and I'm like, that's cool. That should have been after the $100 bill thing because it's on brand. It's a tongue in cheek joke. We know it is. Outside of that, it's a mil spec AR at a good price.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
Yeah.
nothing about that to get excited about outside of High Point is making one.
Yep.
Two companies went out of business that are in that freaking market. High Point is here and they can take up the slack, and I think it's perfect. I think the next move High Point should make is make another pistol that's a polymer striker fired pistol, maybe even a Glock clone or maybe a PX9, or another company like that, Daria Arms. You can bring in, hey, how's this? Crazy. High Point does something crazy like brings in an M9 clone and just brings in that Malik, I think that's what it's called, from Daria Arms, starts marketing that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking. I had no clue that one. I have seen that one now. You say that.
Yeah, I mean, there's guns out there that I think are still within the spirit of what High Point does, which is a solid entry level firearm. My
Yeah.
home defense gun is right there. You know exactly what it is in a high tower armory chassis. And why do you have that? I live in New Jersey.
Right.
Um, I live in New Jersey, so you're gonna try to say I'm some kind of psycho anyway if I defend myself with a firearm. I like the 9 millimeter. I can shoot this thing with no ear pro on. I know I won't be deaf because I'm finding a 9 mil out of a 16-inch barrel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
good. I got 10 rounds on tap. I don't have the extended. I don't have the extendo because I don't
Extendos.
want to go. Yeah, I don't want to go to prison in New Jersey. Yeah, matter of fact, I don't even have to reach far. Right here, baby. Right here. My high point mag for my shit. This is from a training class, and I left it in the bag, and I got a little bit of rust on it. But that was from a training class I actually took with my High Point, October of last year. Here's my ammo. Bam, black belt, black belt ammo with Jersey Devil bullets in it, projectiles.
Jersey Devil
Because
bullets.
so they have the Jersey Devil. Here's the thing: we can have hollow points in New Jersey.
Right.
Most people don't know that or don't know how it works, and all that crap. So what this company did, instead of making it a big deal and trying to educate people, which is useless because people don't want to learn, they're not going to. They have a hollow point, and it's kind of like the Corbon Powerball. Now, let me see if I cover everything up and put that. Fuck.
I was trying to look it up too if I could find it. Oh,
Is that
it
helping?
looks
It looks
back up.
like a BB. It looks like a BB shoved in the mouth of a hollow
Okay.
point. Let's
Okay.
just leave it like that. That's the good description.
Okay.
They're about not allowing this to be a hollow cavity.
So that was
That's
Black
it.
Belt has that one. They make that.
Black belt ammunition, and he sent me some. And
Let's see if I
who
can pull
was
it up
it?
and share it.
Yeah, you weren't at the range with me. You weren't at the range with me at Goals, were you?
Negative. We weren't there for the range day.
Oh, I know who it was. It was Ghost from Ghost Tactical. So it's myself and Ghost, and we were over at EAA's range day.
Yeah.
We were over in their porch at range day, and I pulled it out because I had my carry gun, which is a Glock 19. I pulled that out and I was like, hey, check out this new ammo. Let's run it because I have a couple mags of it. So we did. And we ran it and it shot like anything else. And then I blew Ghost mine, which was freaking hilarious. I was shooting their double stack 1911, I think it was.
Okay.
And then I grabbed the magazine for their Browning and shoved it in the double stack 1911, teacupped it, and fired a whole mag of that too. It's a totally different bag. Oh, that was the greatest thing.
Oh, here's a little video, but now like on a photo. Damn it, the Jersey Devil 2.
Hmm. So the reason we got that is because it's Jersey legal, and hopefully it works. So that's why I got stoked up in this thing, in case anything goes sideways. I hope it never, ever, ever, never does,
Right.
because I don't want every part of my life gone through.
I think it'll just loop, but
Yeah,
you get kind of an idea with the Jersey Devil. Like you say, it looks like there's a BB,
yeah.
non-expanding hollow point. It just said, yeah, it's got a hollow point cavity, but there's a BB in it. That's pretty interesting. I mean, first off, makes me think of like any of the Hornady stuff that has the little plastic tip in their hollow points.
Ballistic tip, yep. But the
Yeah,
ballistic tip break off. People don't know that. Sometimes the ballistic tip snaps
right.
off and it still doesn't open it up. So the thing pushes through like a full metal jacket. This already has it embedded in there. So the minute it hits that liquid, it shoves back into the cavity, opening up the hollow point. Corbon Powerball was the first one I saw that used something like that. I actually spoke to the owner of the company, and he sent the stuff to me because I had a friend who worked with them, and I was like, "Great, I believe in these companies." High Tower Armory just sent me their newest chassis, and I'm gonna put that in the 1022. I got the Arctic color one because I wanted to get color stuff.
Yeah, that look cool. That doesn't look cool. I've seen that.
The
Pictures of
reason
it.
I want the reason I want the $100 bill. Oh, did I? All right, I turned it up. The reason I want the $100 bill wrap High Point is because it's unique. It's at a very good price point. It's a good starter gun. It's a good secondary gun, in my opinion. All it is a mil spec AR.
Yep.
Stop buying into the bullshit that you need to buy the hottest whatever if you want a secondary gun, because that cool gun, that Mark whatever build you did that gets your nipples all hard that you're going to defend your home with, is going to the police station and you'll probably never see
Yep.
it again.
Yep.
All right. So you should have a second firearm
Yeah.
that's hooked up just like that. Because if you win this firefight, this mystical firefight that's going to happen while you're defending your home, and I'm not shitting on you because I did a podcast called Self-Defense Gun Stories about civilian self-defense, and we did 4 stories every week talking about real people that did defend themselves. So they're out there, over 2 million a year. Depends on what statistic you use, between 250,000 and 2.5 million people a year defend themselves with firearms. Understand, you use that gun, they're taking that gun,
Yep.
and you have to have something else. If you have I used to love it because people act like $1,500 AR was a big price tag, and I'm like, nah, that's just a good
Yeah, that's
AR
normal
with
AR
iron
inventory.
sights,
Yeah.
and no sling. Like,
Shit,
no.
you're lucky if it has iron sights. Come on, man.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, no, a good AR, a solid AR that you made sure you had it, and you got good sights on it, maybe a red dot, you got a sling, you got a decent light, probably $2,000.
Yeah.
All in, 2,000.
Yeah.
Do you have another $2,000 for a secondary one, or do you do something smart like get yourself a High Point carbine, pick yourself up a Streamlight
Yeah.
that has a push button on it, and
Yep.
if you somehow have little baby arms and can't reach all the way, and put yourself a vert grip on it, get yourself a sling from somebody. I don't know. I'll throw a name out there, December Customs, because they're in Jersey and I know them, and you know them too. You met them. Because they were at Goals at the range there, and I got to see them. It's really great, hilarious that I meet people from Jersey when I'm outside the state.
I
But
know that feeling. I run Ohio guys all the time outside the state, all the time.
outside the state, hey man, let's have dinner. We in Vegas, dude. You live 15 minutes from me at home. I am not wasting my fucking time eating freaking salsa and chips with you at an overpriced Mexican restaurant when we can meet at the Taco Bell on the fucking corner any
how
day
this
of the
shit goes.
goddamn week.
Because that is the same industry, you know that. That's exactly how absurd it is at times.
I can have a Nacho Bel Grande with you 52 weeks of fucking year, a half hour away from my house.
Nope.
Hell no,
That's
I ain't
Vegas.
having dinner with you in Vegas. You asshole.
Vegas.
Welcome to the gun industry and what it's like being friends with me. I'm a dick.
That's exactly how it is. Dear God, it's how it is.
But what's your secondary firearm? I'm like, all right, you got a switched on. Hell, who makes the switched on friggin' to take a Ken Hackathorn saying, who makes a trick Glock now? It used to be like Salient Arms or everybody trip all over themselves for one
Right.
of those like
Agency for a while
$3,000,
there. Yeah.
$3,500 Glock.
Yeah.
Agency. Yeah, somehow everybody woke up from that, right? That was
Yeah.
hilarious, goddamn fever dream, watching all these assholes overpay for fucking Glock. You know, if you leave it alone, it just runs like a sewing machine, right? You just did all this
Right.
shit to it. But
It's
anyway,
not cool.
so you have you have your $3,000 freaking handgun because the marketing has fooled you into thinking you need a staccato to defend your home, and you use it. What's your second gun?
Yeah.
What's the gun that you fall back on? Don't tell me it's a stock Glock. Great, dumbass. Maybe you should have spent your money on two stock Glocks with a really good sight on it, and that's all of what, two brand new Glocks, which is stupid by the way, when there's many used ones out there.
Well, dude,
Two,
I remember years ago, I was with the Big 3 East, which was a media shoot event in Daytona,
mm-hmm,
Florida. And it was me, Curtis of VSO,
mm-hmm.
and damn, trying to blank on his name, Arms List.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But it was the three of us, and I think 2A Guns and Gear, a couple other guys. And we started talking about, it's like, you have your concealed carry piece, you know, that is your, you know, your nice gun. You like this gun, you carry this gun because it's got your optic, your laser, it's light, it's fancy, it's expensive. But like the reality is, do you really want to drop somebody with that thing because you're gonna lose it because they're gonna take it? It was like, no, I would carry like this thing that was a hell of a lot cheaper. And we started calling that cheaper gun, the gun you're willing to let go. We started calling it like, oh, it's your evening side piece. Like, yeah, if you're EDC, it's fine, but the gun you're really gonna use that you're gonna let go, it's the evening side piece. Like you
Mm-hmm.
should have that because you don't want that thing go. Like, you know, you've heard me give Hunter that shit. Talks about carrying whatever expensive ass Colt that he's got. I'm like, you really gonna fucking use that? Oh fuck yeah, I will. I'm like, dude, no, I disagree. I just don't agree with that. Like, you know, I'll
So
carry something like this thing. I'll take my wick stick to work with me, and I'll have it loaded and ready, and there's my mag for it. But that's because I commute like, dude, not even 10 minutes to work. The reality is only if there's some really unsavory people at the door am I ever grabbing a gun and having it ready really and truly, because I know where I'm going to and from work with no stops. You know, I can go and carry something absurd and stupid. When I'm out and about, no, I actually am carrying probably my FNS9 that has road rash because it's gone fall off the truck. You know, it's something that's reliable, it's accurate. I'll get you in the fat tack holster. Like, but in the end, it's an inexpensive base stock gun that works because I know I'll let it go if something happens.
I'd hate to lose my Gen 2 Glock from 1991
That you should hate to
because
lose that.
yeah, I haven't stippled it. The only thing it has is these Triclops sights because this is the shit if you have stigmatism.
Right.
Check out Triclops sites out there. Pretty much I'm talking to Nick and the other two people that listen to the show. But Triclops sites friggin' rock, but this is a stock Glock. I'd hate to lose it. So I got the what you call it coming. Hopefully it gets here from the Dusk 19X from Lone Star, or Lone Wolf, excuse me. Then that'll be my carry gun because I mean it's a Lone Wolf. It has all the cuts and it has, you know, rough stippling and it has cutout for optic. And I really want to start. I want to try to use an optic, but
Mhm.
truthfully, because of stigmatism, I'd rather just use these sites right here. I
Well,
actually
okay,
talked
so
to him.
like I have
Mhm,
astigmatism, but I'm guessing mine is pretty fucking mild because even using something like a like an aim point, like rifle dot, you
mhm.
know, it's not a problem. I still see a dot. I get when some people talk about seeing it a little more starry. Yeah, it's not perfectly round. So if I look through like an EOTech, it actually is definitely better shaped than say this thing. But even with using like the Gideon on here, like I see a dot, I point this thing, I see, yeah, I mean like it's not a perfect dot, but it's not so bad that I can still hit 100 yards easily with this thing. So that's the mask. I guess that depending on how bad one's astigmatism is, I guess.
It's with what's the high end aim point? Like an aim point T1?
Yeah, T1, T2. Yeah.
Yeah, T1, T2. I almost see. I see the clearest, and it's almost a full dot. It's got a little runny. It's like you when you're writing with your pen and you smear the eye when you
Right.
dot the eye.
Right.
It's a little bit runny. Everything else is from the North Star to looking at a red light through a rainy windshield
Wow.
to I still remember the EOTech. They had an EOTech on a crew serve weapon, and they EOTech did a funny thing where they had the biohazard symbol as their
Yeah.
aiming point.
On the zombie
And
ones. Yeah.
yeah, and that shit looked like they stamped it like 4 times over itself. I was like, wow, I can't use this at all.
Yeah. See, like I'm looking at my EOTech right now and I see a dot, but it definitely has a little shape to it, I guess.
This is funny.
I was like, I just look up and you're laying back. I'm like, did you just fall down? Are you all right? Are you good, man?
No, because when I say my shit's right here, and
It's
with
really
my
right there.
December.
I believe you.
But I love these gun guys that say stuff. So right now I have this, and it's a pretty good one.
It's like a
It's my Holosun. Yeah, 403 HS 403, and it's okay.
Okay.
We're not doing long distance shots.
Right.
I can nail them. I can nail them at house distances with no problem. I've got thousands of rounds through this. I don't even know what
Right.
we're 7 years deep with me shooting this shit. So I'm good with it. What do I have? Streamlight,
Yep.
Streamlight flashlight, Holosun, $220 friggin' chassis,
Streamlight.
$220 friggin' firearm. Yeah. So I mean, all told, this is probably what $800 worth of stuff on this, but added over a decade.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, Charlie, the one of the owners of what's it?
MKS.
MKS.
Not SK.
Bro, I had all the letters and they were all mixed up. When he's running for the NRA board, because he's going to do that next year, he's one of the people that I go, okay, he's not a Second Amendment advocate, but he supported me for over a decade on the handshake.
Yeah.
So I know where he stands because I've had these conversations when it was just him and I sitting at the Great American Outdoor Show, just talking about civil, and I didn't know who he was.
Right.
And we were just talking about Second Amendment rights. So I know how he feels.
And then he pawned you off on me.
Yep. And then he introduced me to you, and he hasn't spoken to me again since.
But he truly loves to hear anytime I say I've been talking to you. Oh God, you're talking to Tony? What Tony got to say?
Yeah, so he's one of those guys that I'm 100% behind because I've seen the work. Should you trust me because I don't give a shit if you do or not.
Right.
I'm going to tell you the truth, and if you don't like it, that's fine. Hey, I watched some really cool stuff. If you want to check out Triclops Sights, go to Triclops Sights YouTube page. He just did point shooting with only the rear sight on the gun. He took the front sight off and was point shooting out to 25 yards with it, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was really showing how
it's
that
in my,
runs.
It's in my notes. Throw links in later.
All right, cool. Yeah, I do that only because I like. Look, I can pass information on. It's not a commercial. Triclops doesn't do a thing for me. They sent me this thing a while ago. There's no check. There's no nothing. He was like, check it out because we talked about it on Gun and Gear Review podcast. And I was like, that sounds interesting, especially with someone's stigmatism. I wonder if they send one out. Well, they contact us and say, yeah, we'll send one out. Right. So I did. I looked at it. I'm like, cool. It works. And I came on. I was like, hey, we installed it. It took me like 2 months to install it. I said, we installed them, taken to the range. I'm shooting in competitions. I'll let you guys know how it works. Next thing you know, I was in Florida taking a class in Orlando, and I finally got to shoot it on an outdoor range in the sun. And damn, that front sight lit up like a friggin'. It was like, whoa! In the Florida sun in February, that thing was amazing that I did shoot and move, and I put the video up. I think we did 3 shots or 4 shots while I was moving. I put 2 rounds through the same hole with it. I'm like, while moving. Now, I don't move
Right.
fast. That's why I have a gun. I don't move fast.
No, but
That's why I
I've
have
looked
a
at the
fucking
sights of
gun.
that thing. It's pretty slick. It is like I don't want to say it's the red dot of iron sights, but it kind of
Yeah,
is like the red dot of iron
it's
sights. It's pretty
it's
slick.
an I love the fact did I say it? I think I might have said it, or it's something somebody else had said, and I didn't hear anyone say it when I said it, but others have. It's an
Right.
analog red dot. It's an
There you
analog
go.
red dot. So shit works. But I like looking at stuff. I understand. You understand. Shooting and marksmanship fundamentals never change. No matter how
Yep.
much you spend on something, the marksmanship fundamentals are the same. So to have a $3,000 gun, let's say they I got a staccato as my EDC because what's your life worth? Stupidest shit I ever heard. It
It's
was
so
stupid when
dumb.
people first told me that. I'm like, I had a $250,000 life insurance policy as a Marine. Should I buy a $250,000 pistol? Because that's how much my life was worth, you dumb fuck. Anyway, so you got the $3,000 gun. What is your $3,000 gun doing with your skill set that you can't do with a good Glock with a good trigger and a good sight?
Yeah.
And truthfully, I keep saying Glock, but there's lots of other guns out there that are striker fire polymer guns in the Glock price point that shoot better than the Glock and feel better than the Glock.
Because I'll scream the echelon on the VP9, both those two all
Yeah,
day long.
the
All day
Echelon has
long.
a great trigger. VP9 costs more than it should for what it is because it has those 2 letters on the side.
It didn't used to be that way. It's gotten that way now since the A1 series. The original VP9 though was very affordable, very compatible with Glock pricing. But yeah, now the new models so they've
Yep.
shot up quite a bit,
So
which kind of suck
there are
for the
other
port.
things. There's Ross
Probably
Martin.
poor.
They have a decent trigger on it. Ross Martin. I've dry fired them. I fired them. I've checked them out. Those are good striker fire guns. I'm not saying you don't have to spend money, but there's a return on investment that
Yeah.
sometimes ain't there after you get past a
Yep.
certain point.
Yep.
And it's like you bought the gun because you like the gun. Now I
Yep.
watched one of the guys who runs a company and he builds handguns, builds 1911s called Accuracy X. Have you ever seen the Accuracy X guns?
I don't think so.
They're 1911s that this dude builds that are the most accurate semi-automatic pistols in existence, according to him. He's got a 2011. He just made a video of where he shot it at 300 yards and shot a group that was the size of a B8. Freaking, he's like, it was all A zone hits at 300 yards with it.
Holy shit. Here, let's
Yeah,
see what
so
we
it's
got.
called Accuracy Inc. X, and it's on YouTube. And the video posted the other day,
Oops, not that.
2011, 2011 pistol tested at 300 yards. Now, I've shot a brand new Glock 19, excuse me, Glock 45 out of the box at the range at 200 yards on a 14-inch target, 8 out of 10.
Is this them?
That's them. Yep. 8 out of 10 standing, by the way. Not bagged, not anything else. Standing. Got pictures of it, got witnesses.
Fuck, you got me beat.
I had a good day at the range. Everybody was having a great day at the range. We applied marksmanship fundamentals and we just pushed each other.
Oh, he does okay. There's a 30. Yeah, Glock 34. He's done up too.
Yeah,
So there you
dude.
go. If you want
Yeah.
you want the super crazy cut up, they do it too though.
So this video posted, and you can skip all the way to the freaking very end of it on his YouTube channel and just look at the group he shot because he shows it. And he does what I did with the the most boring high point video I've ever seen, where I walked all the way out, shot the gun, walked all the way out, and walked all the way back, showing the
Right.
target.
All in the giant
So
like one take.
yeah, in one freaking take. Thought the phone was gonna turn off, overheat, everything, but I did it. Well, he did the same thing on a quad 300 yards out, drove all the way back, never turned the camera off, never went out of frame, and then shot this sucker. And there's a significant, there you go, there's a
Bam.
significant amount of drop in that. So he has 2 targets, one that is his aiming point, and the other that's the target. Some bitch could shoot, bro. You can say what you want. He shot a hand-sized group at 300
I just
yards.
thought it'd be neat to do a video. You know, we've already done the 50-yard.
50 yards. Yeah, that's just gonna go. We go to the end here.
There you go. When he comes with.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Rifle territory. And look what that just did. We're very proud of what we do, guys.
Holy
We're very proud
shit!
of what we do. And I guarantee you, if I could put this in a rest and eliminate my human error, this gun would shoot even better.
Yeah, he wasn't even
Shoot
a
even
rest.
better.
Holy shit!
But I am human. I have a heartbeat. I have a pulse.
Wow.
As hard as I try
So-
to eliminate it, I still get a flyer here and there. But
That's impressive. Holy
So
shit!
at the very end, at let's say 12 minutes and 55 seconds, he's got it all on screen right there, bro. That's the size of the group.
Back it up. Oh. Damn it! There we go. Bam. At 300 yards, not even a rest. Holy shit. Okay.
Hey. Yeah. So, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, what does that mean? Means nothing. It's still marksmanship fundamentals. You can give him a stock Glock 34. He won't do that, but I guarantee you he hits that target pretty much every time with the Glock 34.
Right.
The group won't
Right.
be that tight. He could probably do it with a Canic. What am I saying? You don't have to buy high-end stuff all the time. Just get a solid gun that works. And with the number of Glock trade-ins, Smith & Wesson police trade-ins, and I like 40 Smith &
Shit
Wesson,
ton.
by the way, because of that. You can get a $225 from AIM Surplus,
Yeah.
Smith & Wesson M&P 1.0. All right, you bought it for $250. Shoot the gun. Probably has a
Yeah.
decent trigger in it because somebody at least pulled the trigger for 50 rounds twice a year for a couple decades.
Yeah, it might be a little worn in for it. It's actually just getting pretty good.
Yeah, or you can go and buy a Apex trigger for it, and it's one of the least expensive Apex triggers because it's Gen 1 Smith & Wesson MPs. And you gotta have a decent shooter, and you spent $300 on it.
Yeah,
Then you
but
can
Tony,
get
that's
two.
not what that's what the cool Instagram guys say. You got to spend $3,000 on 2011s. You know, that's the only way. That's
And-
the only way you can defend yourself. Come on, man. You know that.
Well, I
You've
would
heard-
say, I was saying the 1911 was a good pistol 20 years ago, or even 20 years ago. I was definitely saying it 10 years ago when I was getting a bunch of pushback from people on Firearms Radio Network. There was foo-fooing that Tony didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, it's obsolete. It's old. It's single stack. It's got the grip safety and the thumb safety. And then all of a sudden, Staccato changes owners. Staccato changes owners, changes their marketing, and all your freaking favorite YouTubers started shooting a Staccato 2011, and it became the coolest thing in the world with a grip. Understand, if a porthole opened in the wall at SHOT Show, and out through that porthole walks John Moses Browning to see the industry's latest shit, he would flip over fucking tables and
What
burn that
the
place to the
fuck?
ground. Him and Eugene Stoner would burn SHOT Show to the ground, call you all homos, and walk out on the strip and get drunk and have sex with hookers. That's what they would do. They were like, this place and you people are clowns. Between the two of us,
Yeah.
we've invented everything in this fucking show.
Yes.
From
Yes.
John Moses Browning's shotguns to his semi-automatic shotguns to his handguns to his handgun design in both 45 9mm, 30-06, 38 Super, all that shit, 25 AC, that's all him. Eugene Stoner walked in and went, "Oh wow, shitload of ARs you have here." And the thing is not an AR, it's an AR 180.
That's
look.
right here. AR 180 right here at MCS.
It's an AR 180. All you motherfuckers owe us money. And then they'd walk out.
Yeah. No, it's fucking real. It's very real.
Like, so I went on that rant to go on this one. The 1911, I feel, and this is the reason I feel it, is a good beginner's gun if the beginner maintains the gun. I didn't say someone who was a fucking savage. It's not
Right.
something you give to recruits that come from a village and don't know how to friggin' clean guns. But
Right.
if you're a 35-year-old man getting your first gun and you feel like you need to have a safety and a safety has to have a safety, And the safety has to have a safety. And 1911 is a good one because you can see the hammer's cocked, but you can see you flip the safety up, and you know unless you grip the grip safety, the gun is not going to go bang ever. And it has a great trigger.
Yeah.
It makes it easy to shoot well,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
get
even
one
a
that
shitty
works.
1911 has a better trigger than most guns out there. I mean,
Exactly. So it's like, why do I say that? I say if you get a government model 5-inch barreled 9mm 1911 from someone like TSOS, change out a couple of parts because I've been watching this dude that talks about some of the parts so you can change out, make it even better for less than $100. So springs and stuff,
shit,
recoil
man,
strike.
hell with that. Back up. If you're new with it and you're going the budget roller route with that, don't change
Yeah.
shit out. Shoot the fucker
No,
till it
no, no, no.
breaks.
You're 100%
I
right. Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
I
You got
mean,
to learn it anyway. You got to learn the gun anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Mike over at Gideon. Mike at
Mhm.
Gideon bought a TSOS Night Stalker 1911 9mm. He said all I did was scrape some of the Cerakote off the rails because that's what made it like hang up a little bit. He was like, I worked that a little bit, and he said this thing is a great shooter, and that's all he needed. And that was the gun I was shooting at 140 yards plus and hitting steel with
Nice,
at goals. I mean, not
nice.
goals at GunCon, and I'm nailing shit with it. And I was doing the same thing with one. Was that Gideon? It was either TSOS or Gideon Station at the first goals, and I was nailing stuff 75 yards away with a gun that just took off the table,
Right.
and the sights were off.
Oh, and the sights are off.
1911, and the sights were off because I was hitting. I'm like, "Yo, dude, what's up?" I'm lining it up. You're hitting a little to the left. I shot half a sight picture off the target to the right, and I hit the mother effer in the middle continually. At
I
70,
mean,
again, sights were off.
that ain't bad. I mean, I still laugh. Even GunCon was guys really enjoyed the fact we had our ARs dialed in,
Yeah.
and it was like, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you guys, that doesn't happen all the time. It really doesn't. Like, there's so many times, like, I don't know, maybe other manufacturers is different, but like, we don't have like these guns that are always the shooter gun sitting there just waiting for events like that. It's a matter of just grabbing a rack grade gun, that's gonna get shipped out. Oh nope, need that one, and we throw an optic on it and go. Like, just this is what it is.
Oh, I'll go ahead and say this. It makes no difference because most freaking gun writers and gun celebrities, whatever you call these
Can't
assholes,
shoot.
influencers, can't shoot.
Can't
Oh yeah,
shoot.
okay. I had a bad taste in my mouth talking to the guy who runs NRA because that motherfucker called me an influencer and I almost punched him in the face and walked off. I'm a petty
Uh,
bitch sometimes, but I tell the truth all the time. Sometimes I might leave stuff out because it doesn't help. But I'm talking to him and I'll say, hey, yeah, I was one of the guys at NRA, one of the podcasters, one of the 20 that were on the floor. Y'all gave a booth to. He was like, oh, you were one of those influencers. I looked at him like,
motherfucker.
did he just call me the I word? Did this mother just call me the I word? He called me the I word. You motherfucker.
Oh shit.
And I know to him that's probably just how it was explained to him because
Right.
he is not, he's a dude in his, I don't know, 50, I don't know how old he is, but he
Right.
worked for NRA. He worked for NRA for 25 years in their publishing. He's
Yeah.
not the savvy dude. He is not a young guy who is up on podcasting and all that. That's not his thing. And he doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be into everything I'm into except freedom.
Right.
That's it.
That's exactly it.
But I believe the 1911 is a really good gun, especially you got a single stack 1911 and 9mm. Why? Because that other shit's a fad. They just started getting the magazines to work right in the last 5 years and those things.
Yeah.
And the mags run about $60. Yeah.
Springfield's, man. Springfield's, they're like, I think 40, 45 bucks, I think, something like that.
So there's certain companies that make 1911s, right? So you got the whole TSOS line. I think those are the best to the point that the civilian marksmanship CMP civilian
Right.
marksmanship program is doing TSOS 1911s now because they are
Yep.
out of original 1911s, and the TSOS is actually a clone of the World War II.
Yeah.
Either
The
Singer
A1.
1911, the A1,
It's
but
the
one
A1,
particular
yeah.
one. Yeah, one particular company's A1. It's so on point that that's what they're selling now. And we're talking you can get a brand new T-Sauce in 45 for $2.99. So
That's insane. Jesus.
that's insane. No mem parts, all forged. That's what you get.
That's
It's
absolutely
crazy.
insane.
It is crazy. So, but getting one of those in 9 mil gives you very little kick, gives you a 5-inch barrel, gives you a longer sight radius, gives you that trigger that you can have upgraded if you want to, but learn the trigger, shoot the trigger,
Gives you a
give it
great shooting belt.
give it 1,000 round trigger job, as
Yep.
one of the guys I used to call it. What does that mean? You shoot it 1,000 rounds. You dry
Shoot the
fire it
piss out of it.
regularly,
Yeah.
but you shoot it 1,000 rounds. That way, one, burrs get worked off of it and the machine starts to flow together. The second
Mhm.
thing is your ass learn to shoot that gun. There is no flex. Excuse me. There is some flex in having a lot of guns, but there's no skill sets in having a lot of guns that make you better than learning to
No.
shoot one gun well.
Yeah.
Shooting one gun well puts you way ahead of everybody else. Shooting a 1911, a 1911 is a heavy gun with a good belt. You probably won't know a good belt and a good holster. You won't notice that way for the most part.
Yep.
It's thinner than my Glock. It hides easily. Now I had a shit holster, shit belt, and it felt like I was getting kicked in the back every day, and I couldn't wait to take that fucking gun off. When I carried a steel 1911, I carried one for 2 years, 100% illegally in the state of New Jersey. Fuck you, I don't care.
Mhm.
I was going into stupid places at stupid times with stupid people as a locksmith that was on call 24 hours a day. No one was gonna be there for me.
Mhm.
And I had to be there on my own through sticky situations, from everything from check cashing places that got broken into and had the lock shattered. And I was the one putting the shit back together with one eye, like looking over my own shoulder, waiting for somebody to roll up and jack us. I had to do the back door for freaking Domino's that got broken into in an alley. That was fun. I backed my work truck all the way up to the back door, opened up the two back doors. So you couldn't get into my work truck because the truck took up the whole alley.
That's
So
awesome.
the only way you could get to me was break into the truck and get to me. I installed 2 deadbolts on a door in 15 fucking minutes.
Oh my god.
I had to drill holes through the door, metal door, both sides, and into the frame, bolt everything, put it together. I drilled the whole thing. I had that thing installed, and I was gone a half hour because
Oh my
I didn't
god.
know if they were coming back. So I carried a 1911 and an Uncle Mike's holster on a freaking web belt that I got from the Marine Corps. Not one of the carry belts, just the web
Yep.
uniform belt that goes in your trousers. That thing killed my freaking back. It was not comfortable at all. I didn't know anything about EDC belts. I knew from understand. I read all the gun magazines and a Milk Sparks belt and a Milk Sparks holster. Well, that shit cost more than the gun did, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, all that shit cost more than the gun did. All that stuff was really prohibitively expensive, and to be honest, it was in ads in
Yep.
gun magazines, so you couldn't trust that shit. Those guys were getting paid cocaine and cash.
No, I'm with you, dude. I used to did a short stint. I did a really shady heating and air company I worked for in Charlotte when I was like 21 and carried my 1911 because their data center was out of like Florida or some shit. And they were sending me into the shittiest neighborhoods of the Charlotte metro area. Didn't matter if it was the black part of town or the white part of town. It was a shitty ass neighborhood because, I was a Yank to the poor whites, and I was a white guy in a black neighborhood, in those two spots. And I saw enough drug deals go down on customers' tables and shit that I carried my 1911 in a Phobos, Palmer holster on my hip all the fucking time. And I think only the one time I didn't get scared, but I generally needed another tech's help. Dude showed up and he was like, "You got your gun on you?" And I went like this, turned my hip, and I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, I do too. So let's go see if we can help this guy's shit, And dude was doing a fucking drug dealer came over, and they were both sitting there like looking at their smorgasbord on the coffee table as we're walking through, trying to fuck with his furnace. I was just like, "Yeah, no, I carried that shit all the time." And going eating after 1911 was gravy. It's absolutely gravy.
It is interesting to find people that actually been there and done what. Yeah, there's a bunch of shady crap going on in the world that you're not aware of, Karen, or Lester or whatever your name is that have this great fucking life. Yeah, I've been in drug dealers' houses doing lock work because guess what? Drug dealers have safes too. Drug dealers
Right.
need locks on their doors too.
Right.
I've been at places that got closed down because they didn't pay freaking back taxes. I went to one place. It was a freaking stationery store in the middle of a nice neighborhood. What? They hadn't paid back taxes to the state. They hadn't paid taxes. They hadn't paid state tax for a decade on their business.
Oh
They
shit.
owed three. They owed $300,000 to the state of New Jersey. They got shut the fuck
Stationary.
down,
Oh my god.
bro. You know how long it takes to owe $300,000 in state
Dude.
tax as a business?
Dude.
Yeah, actually 10 years. That's how much it is. I freaking solved that one for you.
Oh my god.
So I've been in sketchy situations, even though one of the sketchiest was when I had to go to a law office. And I grabbed my toolbox, and the parking lot has, people, cars in it. And I'm like, okay, do, 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 do. I'm walking along with my little toolbox because that's the sound I sing in my head when I walk with my toolbox through a parking lot, making my way downtown. And so I'm just going down there, and I skip down the steps, and I open the door, and there's a whole bunch of people with guns on their hips, and they're packing stuff up in boxes. And I took like 2 steps, making my way downtown. Okay. Do. I'm leaving. Turned around, I walked right back out. I didn't know what it was. I didn't say hi to anybody. I didn't say booty anybody. My ass pivoted around on my
Yep.
freaking toes, 2 steps
I
in the
saw
door.
nothing. I'm out.
I'm out. I don't know what this is. I don't care what this is. I'll
Nope.
read about it in the fucking paper. So I'm halfway to the fucking truck. Motherfuckers run out, and it was like the State Bureau of Tax. It was one of the state federal freaking task force, and they
Right.
popped these dudes, and they were having me change the lock on the place. Well, mother effer, tell me that over the phone next time.
Right.
Don't have me
Right.
walk. All I saw was white dudes with firearms. So you see how bad, bitch? I saw guns. Bye. I'm allergic to that shit.
Yeah, fuck your badge. Also those guns.
Fuck you. I saw guns and white dudes and guns. It's supposed to be a law office. And I ain't saying 1 or 2. I'm saying that shit looked like a PBA convention. It looks like Police Benevolent
Oh my
Association up
god.
in there. I was like, whoa, this ain't good. Nobody black in this bitch. I'm gone. I hate to break up your Black Panther party. It was the opposite. I'm like, fuck, Klan rally. Shit. I'm gonna die. Damn.
Oh
This
my
is how it turned out. All the way through the fucking Gulf War to get clapped in the fucking Woodbridge, New Jersey. This is some bullshit. I'm pissed. I want my money back. Like, life is unfair. This is some bullshit. I'm out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they caught me there. But I'm just saying, there are things that happen, and going to stupid places at stupid times. I think that's a John Farnham thing that he says, fire trainer. Finally
Yeah.
met him. Didn't know he was in the Marine Corps. Met him at our age. Bullshitted with him for a while. It was fucking cool.
That's funny.
But yeah, so as a locksmith, my job is to go find people that do things like lock their keys in their house, lock their keys in their car, find out when they're drunk, 3 sheets to the wind, 2 o'clock in the morning, that they locked out outside this effed up bar. And I got to go open it. Now I'm in a bad neighborhood at a bar with drunk people breaking into a car in a truck full of stuff that breaks into shit. Yeah, I'm getting paid for doing that. Hey, I'm at a dude, sketchy shit. Hi. I lock my keys in my Lexus. All right, cool. I can be out there tomorrow morning, first thing, $400. No, I need to get in the car now. Bro, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Right.
that's in the neighborhood, and I gotta get in my car. All right, yeah, it's $450. All right, cash. I'm good. Come get it. Fuck. Who's in a bad neighborhood? Hold on, let me do some math because I figured now again there's a difference between somebody that's normal and thinks
Uh-huh.
$450 cash is a lot of money to come up with 3-4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and people that do extracurricular activities like work in the pharmaceutical industry, street pharmaceutical industry.
It's street pharmaceutical. Yeah. I was gonna say gray or black market.
So
Yeah.
I'm coming in and I'm like, I'm going to a place where dude didn't blink an eye over $450 to pop open the Lexus. Fudge. All right. Well, at that time, I no longer had my firearm because the Commonwealth of Virginia thought they should keep it. Um, so the only thing I had was a Bowie knife that was 100% illegal in New Jersey. Had like a 12.5 inch blade.
Nice.
And came in the shoulder. Oh, it was the flea
Oh, he came in a
marketest of
shoulder,
flea
shoulder.
market. Oh, it was the flea marketest of flea market. So this is funny because perception is reality. I roll into the place. This place used to be a nice place. It was a gated
Right.
community at one time. It was a gated apartment complex. Boom, pull in. Except it went to seed, and pretty much drug dealers were there.
Right.
So I drive around to the parking lot. I'm like, all right, I gotta present myself as the baddest motherfucker ever. Now this is me right out of the Marine Corps, so I still blouse my boots and my work pants. Sorry, but that's
Right.
what it was, and
Right.
I still had jungle boots, and I still had a buff shine on them. And remember what time this is? It's 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. I think it was more like between 2 and 3. So I came through. I had all the windows down on the work truck, and I'm blasting Ice Cube, hardcore curse words, everything, blasting out the work truck. And it was not today was a good day. I mean, it was hardcore Ice Cube,
Right.
no Vaseline playing. And if you know what that is, that was the greatest diss record ever made. So I got that playing. I pull up. There's the car. There's about 15 to 20 mother effers sitting on that car. A whole crew is there. I'm like, fuck. So at this point, in my mind, if I open this car and they refuse to pay me, okay, cool. Bye. Have a great day, guys. You got me. Haha. I'm out. That's the best possible thing. That's
Right.
the best possible thing that could happen. Is I come out and they go, yeah, we ain't paying you. That's a lot of money. Oh, that sucks, dude. All right, you got me. Have a good day. And I'm out.
Yeah. Fuckers.
So I pull up, and it's on the street. Like I got the headlights on. They're in the parking lot. I put the headlights on high. I don't even turn around when I roll up. I get out, I leave the door open, so the music is blasting. I got my hat, and again, I was in the Marine Corps, and at the time, I still wore my cover 2 inches down, so my shit's like that. My eyes are covered.
I
I
can
got my
envision
boots
this.
bloused. At that time probably about 250. I was going to the gym 5 days a week, so I'm a big dude. I step in front of my own headlights and cast a shadow over them. Reach in my pocket, pull out my cigar, light my cigar like Hannibal from the A-Team. And then I look up, whose car is this? And I hear somebody go, damn. Like they were like, damn. Because you got to put it together. The music is thumping, this stuff like your cigar. Whose car is this? Dude's like, my car. I'm like, all right. Then I hear a voice come over from the right hand side. I still remember. You can't touch that car. I look over. North Brunswick PD.
Oh
North
shit.
Brunswick PD, two cops sitting outside the car, chilling. I was like, what? Can't touch that car. It's reported as stolen. You heard the man, fellas. Have a great night. Turned around, got my shit. Out of there. That was.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
I was putting. So, my whole thing was I came out of it alive. I came out the thing alive. It was a
Yeah.
dumb move. I was young. I was in my early 20s. You wiser, you go, yeah, we got no one available. We're not coming out. Right?
Yeah,
I
three.
mean,
I was thinking
that's
2, 3 in
just
the
it.
morning. Why'd you even answer the phone at that point?
We had 24-hour service, and that's what I did.
Okay.
I
Okay.
worked for my
Okay.
parents' business for the first to give them a break for the first 2 years and to learn the business. I worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on call.
Okay.
So, excuse me, I was 7 days a week on call, and we were open 12 hours a day, 7 days a week anyway.
Right.
Family business,
Okay.
and we were very, very busy. But I got out of there. So further along, get a call, go to a house, lady's house, changing the locks in the hood, and she goes, I called you because you came out for that Lexus lockout. I was like, oh, you were there? She was like, yeah, dude, you came rolling through there. And we were like, oh my God, who the hell is this much? It's like, we were like, this is the baddest thing we've ever seen. and I'm like, that's cool because I didn't know what I was walking into. So, ends up, one of the cops that were there that night was a cousin of my next door neighbor. The next week, he used to stop by his cousin's house all the time when he was on the way to work, or even when he was at work, he'd roll through and say,
Right.
"What's up?" I was like, "Yo, what was going on with that?" He was like, "All right, this would happen. Dude was a drug dealer that called you. He's a drug dealer from uh, another area.
Right.
Him and the drug dealer and another drug dealer got into a beef. So his Lexus is a high end Lexus. This was in the mid 90s. It was a really expensive Lexus. So this other drug dealer stole his car just to fuck with him. Took it to another town in the hood and just parked it. Locked the keys in it and just parked the car. Fuck him. Let him find his shit. Well, the first drug dealer reported his car stolen. So the report went out that the car was stolen. Well, someone found the car. They called the police. He went there and wanted to get his car back. Well, no, it's a stolen car now. And all
Right.
that has to be processed. So that's what happened. And that's why I couldn't
Damn.
open the car there. I just
That's wild as shit. I can still just think from your one Marine Corps photo.
Yeah.
I can see that face exactly what I'm seeing. You coming out of that work truck, standing in front of those headlights, just that look of you. I could completely picture just off that one photo alone. Like, yep, I know exactly what look you had. What's up?
I'm
Whose
trying
car?
to intimidate a group of people. Yep, I'm trying to intimidate a group of people through sheer presence alone.
Well done, sir. Well done.
United States Marine
fucking
Corps,
great.
baby. United States Marine Corps. Watching the best that ever done it. 3 dudes that terrified like 80 people. I was in a Marine Corps drill instructor. Not even regular drill instructor. Senior drill instructor. Senior hard hat. The dude that doesn't raise his voice but scares the shit out of you. That was the dude I was trying to be. Drill instructor. Hey, I'll go ahead and give him a shout out. Drill instructor Staff Sergeant Ingram. If you got all wonky one night at 3 o'clock in the morning and felt someone steal your aura, that was me,
That was
motherfucker.
me. That's fucking awesome.
if all of a sudden you were drinking Michelob Lights with your boys by the fire pit and felt kind of woozy, I took your aura for a second. Thank you, sir.
Right? It saved your life, possibly.
Truthfully, how that went down, more than likely nothing would have happened, but I was trying to ensure that nothing happened.
Sure. Well, it's like the old phrase, nothing good happens after midnight. This shit ain't wrong, you know. So I mean,
yeah. Hey, they ain't never lied.
yeah.
Oh, my adventures. But it's like everybody has them. If you live long enough, stuff happens, especially if you live life. How do you meet people? How do you do things? By leaving the house and doing things. And I try to do smart things, not dumb things.
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
Try.
I lived in Japan. Did I do something dumb the first time I got there? Yeah, I got an English to Japanese dictionary and walked the fuck off base. I'm like, I'm in Japan. I'm black. This is a base of 1,500 people. They kind of probably know where the black guy belongs.
Right.
It's like, hold on, black guy, military base. You go back there.
You go back there.
Actually, yeah, they speak English better than that. That's just me being stupid.
Right.
Japanese
That's
people
what I think it sounds.
learn English in Japanese people learn English in elementary school to high school. But here's the crazy part: your teacher may not even speak the language, but you're learning it. My
Right.
ex-girlfriend told me that teacher didn't even speak English, but they taught
Jesus.
English.
I see, in my mind, I always go to thinking Japanese with their English. They always sound very similar. Like, you want sake?
Yeah, even the women. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Saki. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that
I have
base
some
has been
sake.
that base has been an American base. Actually, we Iwakuni, Japan. Iwakuni is the name of the base. I think the French took it over first, then the British, then America. Like we swapped that base out,
Right.
and it's been an American base. Hell, when I was there, it'd been an American base for like 40 years. So they've extended it, made it bigger and everything now, and I love seeing it on YouTube videos when young Marines are there now.
That's
And
cool.
I'm like, dude, everywhere I was, they've torn down. The new barracks I was in is the old barracks they probably tore down already.
Right, right. Sucks getting old, doesn't it?
Listen, it's better than the fucking alternative.
True. True.
Well, you can get old or you can fucking die. I mean, it's up to you. you
Oh my
you
god.
you have more control over that fucking dying thing than you really think.
No shit. No shit.
You can get into the self checkout line. Seriously, if it ain't working out for you, you can get in the self checkout line.
Oh my god. Oh well, it's like 11 o'clock. We're both on the East Coast time frame, and
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I've been up since 4, so
Oh fuck.
4:30.
Well, let's sign off of here. I appreciate you coming on here and filling in for Hunter since he couldn't make it because he was tired. Sorry, Hunter. We
Yeah.
love you.
Hunter's tired. And listen, I'm not saying Hunter's gay or anything. I'm just saying he just worked around a bunch of wood and is exhausted from how that wood worked him over. Not saying that has anything to do with
Oh
homosexuality.
god.
Just some wood. Woe his ass out tonight.
Oh god, the best part is I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to listen because I know he'll text me and go, "What, you still recorded?" I'm like, well, yeah, man, I was ready to fucking go. I gotta fill in. But then I'm like, why don't you just guess who it was then? And you're gonna have to listen to it, and he'll figure it out pretty quick, probably. Well, actually, you know what? I
Hey,
forgot. I sent you the show link. I sent to him too, just out of force of habit.
okay.
So he'll probably see that you were chiming in onto it. So he'll
Hey,
definitely give it
listen,
a listen.
Marine Corps birthday coming up at the end of the month. Excuse me, at the beginning of next month, November 10th. 250 years, bro. That is some
That's
crazy
awesome.
shit. 2 days ago was the Navy's birthday, but nobody cares. November 10th
It
is
kind
when
of seemed
actually
that way.
nobody gave a shit. It's like, hey, it's the Navy's birthday.
Well, I'll say that's because also I know way more Marines than pretty much any other branch personally. So that's probably why I see it as the Navy's like, oh, okay, it happened. All right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the Army had a The Army had a birthday too. Again, nobody cared. It's the Army. Marine Corps birthday is the one we celebrate because America, goddamn it.
That's right.
We've been fucking people up planet wide. Listen, understand, America. The first a base we attacked overseas, United States Marines did in the Bahamas. You know what I mean? That was 250 years ago. We did that. We also overseas expedition overthrew a government. We did that. Barbary pilots, Tripoli. We did that shit and put it in song, motherfucker. We've been singing about it for a century. Like we some motherfuckers to do some shit. I love the Corps. I really do. And it is really funny because it really comes down to I love the monkey and I hated the circus, right? I love the dudes I served with. I love
Right.
the fact that I'm brothers and sisters with people who I've never fucking met, but we have that in common. In the right time, the right place, we'll look at each other and nod because we know we ate the same shit sandwich at one time or another,
Right.
and it's awesome.
It is.
And of course, busting the Navy's balls is something we've been doing for 250 years, and we ain't gonna fucking stop.
No, not at all.
Listen, it's nothing more humble than to celebrate the mediocrity of the Navy and our mere presence and aura of being amazing as United States Marines. I'm not saying we don't have humility. I'm just saying the streets are guarded in heaven by United States Marines. That's how good we are. And we sing about it when we run. Dude, that's the amazing shit. We know our history. And, you're brainwashed. Yeah, how do you convince a bunch of kids from everywhere in America to do some of the most insane shit you've ever seen
Right.
with 2 to 3 months worth of training, depend on what part of our history we're in? Because Marine Corps boot camp used to be 8 weeks long. So it's like Yeah, we pull off some impossible stuff just on grit and sheer friggin' hatred
Right.
and group trauma. It's Stockholm syndrome. There's something to be said for that shit.
Oh God.
All right, man. It was great being on the show. I love bullshitting with you. You know that.
Hell yeah, man. No, thank you for being on again. Appreciate it, brother.
Yep. No problem, man. Always there for you.
All right. Well, shout out. Where do people find you as usual? I mean,
You can find me on diversityshoot.com for the website. We have events every 2 weeks. This is the only time we're not going to have one until November 6th. That's going to be our next event. And then we have 3 more till the end of the year. It's going to be great fun. Diversityshoot.com. You can see what we do. I'm also on Instagram at Simon Says Train. I'm on Facebook, Simon Says Train. I'm also on the Second Is for Everyone. That's on Facebook, and Second for Everyone on X. I post, we have some fun. I talk about gun shit. And I also work with Reshoot, and they produce videos with me, and I repost them as a collaboration. They're a really good place to check out, and I talk about some really cool guns. I just got to get in their ass to actually put out the other 30 videos I've done. I create a lot of content when I'm down there, and they put them out whenever they feel like it, which is fine, but I just really like to have a schedule. But that's what I do. Follow me, donate to our cause. We could use the funds because SHOT Show is coming up. We're going to travel out to Vegas for that. And then, boom, we're into the new season of going to SHOT Show. I have to go to Florida for their Second Amendment rally. I'm going to be speaking there with Jared Hutchins. Oh, excuse
nice.
me. What the frick is Jared's last name now? It's not Hutchins. Anyway, Jared's going to be speaking there. She's clearing the chamber. We got some really cool people that are going to be speaking in Florida, and I'm going to be one of the ones there. And we'll be talking about freedom and how we grow the community. Then we got a Great American Outdoor Show, and it's just on. And wherever GunCon is going to be, hopefully they'll put me on and have me speaking there. I'm working to try to be a speaker at Goals again this year, and they're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, and I want to be flown out, taken care of for there too, because
With
outside
some
of that,
black
there's
car
no reason for
service.
me to go. I got to get that black car service, baby. That black car service in Des Moines, Iowa. I hope to be flexing there too. I also have to go to NRA in Houston, so gonna be busy in 2020. What the hell year? 2026.
6. Yeah, 6.
2026 to try to actually become a 501c3 because again, my accountant who was doing it passed away. Donated his
Oh,
ammo. I picked it up Sunday. I have a 2010 Hyundai Accent 2-door. I had that thing packed with cases of ammo that the car was bottoming out as I was driving it, going, please don't mess up this car. This is all I got right now. Told your ass I was broke. I was like, this is all I got right now, and I need to get it back to the house. So yeah, I have that ammo, which is great. Now I got to buy a 10 millimeter because he has 10 mil ammo and 308 ammo, and I'm like, wow, just great. Yeah. So, hey, Dave, High Point make an AR-10 yet? Whoa.
No, but there's the JXP and the 1095. You know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to get that from you. I was like, wait a minute, what? What?
No.
Nah.
No, don't shut me like that.
Ooh,
What?
ooh.
What?
High Point makes FALs. That would be cool. High Point produce FAL.
That would be cool. I take that over the High Point AK. That'd be cool.
Oh, fuck a High Point AK.
Oh,
Yo,
I know, because it's a whole other thing. But yeah, High Point FAL, that'd be fucking dope.
yeah, High Point FAL. That would be hot because I mean, there's no patent infringement at this point. Damn guns, though. You find
Yeah.
you find one of those countries that produce it, buy their own machine, ship it to freaking Dayton, and run that boat. Or maybe you get one of those countries that had the G3, the HK.
I take an FAL over G3.
I take FAL over too. I mean,
Yeah, I take an FAL hands down over G3.
just to watch it damage pass beat the shit out.
Oh shit! Did you freeze up again? No. Give it a second here to bounce back in. Yeah, High Point
Yep.
FAL. I would totally be down with that shit. That'd be cool. I've always liked the FAL too. It's just a cool gun. Something I don't own yet. I would like to, but
Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
contact DS Arms. They said they got a build up. They already did a build for me. I got to contact them, see if they can actually get it out.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. 11.5-inch barrel to 12.5-inch barrel FAL.
That'd be very cool.
It's a
Very
flamethrower.
cool. Who cares? It'd be very, very cool.
That shit'll make Helen Keller go what when it went off.
Like, seriously.
Helen Keller turns around. What the fuck with that? What the fuck with that? And where's my cat? Whoa, whoa. Thank you.
And on that note, we're the fuck out of here. Peace out.